Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, and in this video I'm going to be talking about The Last of Us, but before we get into that, a little bit of news. You guys like, shit, if I could speak English. You guys have been leaving suggestions, and to prove that I'm listening to feedback, I'm trying to improve my audio, so let me know how this one goes. If it doesn't go well, tell me. And some people messaged me and say, hey Kieran, do some initial impressions of video games that you get to play. So I thought I would do that. I haven't actually finished The Last of Us yet. I'm kind of cracking the shits with it. There's one part of the game, I'm not going to get into detail about it. But before we get into that, I haven't been able to play a lot of it. I've probably played about 6 or 7 hours, I would say, because I've been busy doing work things. And not only that, but I am currently in the planning stages of my 21st birthday. Ugh. See how that goes. For those who don't know, I will be 21 on the 2nd of July. That's right, Canadian Independent Canada Day or something, I think it is, for those in Canada. So the 2nd of July, I will be 21 years old. And this Saturday, so today is Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be in Sydney for the Supernova Expo. If you're going, please come and say hello. Again, tall dude with the mohawk. The mohawk is currently down at the minute, which is why I wear the beanie to avoid looking like a tool. But it should be fun if you're going along. I'll leave a link in the description if you're not, and you can go have a look and see if you want to rock up. I will be there. Fun times ahead. So let's get into this game here, The Last of Us, my initial impressions. I never got to preview this game. I normally don't get to preview Sony games unless I measle my way into it. Didn't with Last of Us for some strange reason, but I'm having a blast, and it is fun to play my PlayStation 3. I hate the controller, but you get used to it, and I think that that's what a lot of problems might stem from for me personally with the game is just the controller. Like, I'm leaning a little bit on the left trigger, and then he just starts running into gunfights. I'm like, you cunt! But then I realize it's my fault, so that's kind of annoying. But story-wise, the game's awesome. It looks great. It plays really well. One thing I wish that they would do, if you're going for this survivor horror thing, and this is the same with Uncharted. Oh no, Uncharted has it. Why wouldn't you put a cover mechanic in? I don't like this. If I sneak up to it a little bit and push onto it, I'm going to go like this to the cover. No, I want you to get behind the cover like Gears of War. It pisses me off. I do not like that. I don't like the combat at all. Well, I like the stealth combat, but the normal combat I don't like, and it's either that they've made it bad so people go, oh, this is not a combat game, this is more of a stealth game, which is fair enough, I can appreciate that. But it's just like, you feel once you get into the combat, there's really only one way it can go. You get that mentality of, oh, I fucked the combat, fuck this part of the level up, let's go back to the start and try and do it stealthy. Or it's like, oh god, here we go again, you gotta get the shotgun out, mow down everyone. And there's this one part I'm up to now in a flooded hotel that you start the generator, and I've started the generator and they just come running, and I'm like, fucking hell, man. And it's pissed me off to the point where I turned it off and I went and did a shit. But you don't care about that. But yeah, I really like the game. It's really solid. I played the multiplayer. I played one game when the save issues were happening the other night. And so far, I did pretty well. I got like 11 kills and 1 death, so I did pretty solid. That's the only multiplayer I've played of the game. But I'm not going to review it now, but if you have a PlayStation 3, go out and buy The Last of Us. You will not be disappointed. It is an awesome experience. So far anyway. There's some plot turns, plot twists. The plot's pretty cool. The story's pretty cool. Plays great. Looks great. For all the complaints I have about it, it would still be, I don't think I'd put it at a 10, because like most, Naughty Dog seems to be able to, they get the setting, they get the story, they get the characters, they get it all right, but there are just these little problems in the gameplay that when shit goes wrong, because everything else is so awesome, the little things make a big difference. Like in Uncharted, the stealth combat is such garbage. But in this, it kind of feels like there's something to the combat that just feels off, and I'm not sure if it's the way that it's done or it's like the camera. I think maybe the camera might be an issue. But again, it's not like it's game breaking. Like it's the gameplay is fine. Like it's great. Don't get me wrong. But it's just little things like that that annoy me. So those are my initial impressions of The Last of Us. Go and get it now if you haven't. It's an awesome experience. PlayStation 3 exclusive. And that's the reason we own PlayStation 3s, isn't it? So until next time, I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. If you've been playing it, tell me what you think. Au revoir.